guys.
How you guys doing? So we're bringing you something new today.
Yeah.
Me and Tara actually went to an Amish auction this time, and this is what most of the haul is made up of today. And it's a place called Dinky's, and it was quite the experience for the first time to see how the Amish do their auctions, and it was really cool to check out live.
Yeah. So this place is about 40 minutes away from us. So a beautiful drive. We'll definitely add some pictures here. We probably already added some video. We didn't video very much there, so just little snippets of things.
Two females. Alrighty, right here, right here, right here, right here, $7 bill. $7, $5 bill. Here we get $5 bill, $5 bill, $5 bill, $5 bill. Who get $5 $6 bill.
And also the horses and carriages along the way.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see. We always seen like footage on TV about them, but to see them live is just a different experience. Like, there's tons of them, and they have their actual carriage like lane and everything, so you'll pass by them. And yeah, some are enclosed, some are open, but definitely.
And some of them have blinkers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Blinkers were on them too, so that's pretty talented to get a horse with a carriage to make a left turn and to wait.
Yeah, we actually got cut off by one. We
That's right.
we were going straight, and they decided to go left, and I was like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
That was pretty exciting. But anyways, yeah, we got some footage of that. We definitely will add that for you.
Right.
And then also just, yeah, I don't think I've ever been to an auction house. If I have, it's been a very long time, but reselling wise, this is our first one, and we were super excited. Our daughter and son-in-law actually got some animals through the auction this time.
We're on the farm now.
Yeah, so we just got the barn done, which I'll put a picture here for you.
Yeah.
And they ended up getting a sheep and 2 goats.
The sheep's named Willie, and then the 2 goats is Reba and Dolly.
Yeah, so they
Country
went with
names.
the whole country names. As you know, our grandson name is Cash, after Johnny Cash, and they liked the name. And then they named, obviously, their animals after them as well. So
yeah, like, actually, it's crazy now that I think about it. This is the first time thinking about all that. Like, they're all musicians' names.
You didn't know that?
Nope. I just thought they just told me country names, and
Oh yeah, they're all country musicians.
if you put the word music in there, then I'll probably 2 and 2 together, and then make my brain work a little bit better. So.
Yeah, drink more of your coffee, babe.
It's gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
second cup.
All right. Now, here we go with the haul then.
One of the items that we picked up, this actually came in a box bundle. So how they normally do it, they kind of start high. They say, okay, this from this side to this side is what's included in the auction. They all are by numbers, so they're by different people, obviously, that have donated this stuff or trying to sell it. So they'll take like a group of stuff, and they'll say, okay, like they'll start out and say $10 or $20 or whatever, and if nobody bids at that high number, then they start at $2, and then they go up from there. So that's what happened with this one right here. I actually came in at the very end, and I wanted these other things that were in here, not necessarily this. Yeah, so I ended up getting this box for $5. So everything that we show you guys right now is for $5.
Yeah.
This stuff goes dirt cheap. It's crazy. I think it's going to be one of our newest, funnest things to do.
Yeah.
Until winter hits, and then we'll start again probably at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But it's a super fun thing to do, something new other than just, garage sales and thrift stores. So more to come on auctions here. All right, so this is the first thing that we found in this box. It is a vintage toolbox. It's in pretty rough shape, but super, super cool. It came in the bundle, so I'm not going to complain. I will try to do, or I'll try to list it on eBay, depending on how much they're going for. If not, this might end up being something that we'll keep for our grandson. And then my daughter thought these were kind of cool. These are actually vintage little golden books.
So cool.
Yeah, so cool. Unfortunately, they really honestly don't go for that much. We believe that they are the full set. We counted them. They actually have their numbers on them.
Oh, cool.
And it does look like it is a full set. Unfortunately, a couple of them have like their covers ripped off and stuff like that. Most of them are in, you know, still rough shape, but they all have their covers except for a few here. But we'll be listing them all together. And I don't know, we'll probably get maybe $30 for those.
Sweet.
So these catalogs are amazing.
You got Sears.
This one is actually the spring and summer Sears 1952.
It's crazy.
Crazy how people keep this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm going to show you guys some of this stuff in the catalog here. I mean, look at this. Such old school. I mean,
Yeah.
amazing, amazing pictures in here. So I just think it's like so cool to have something like this.
I'm just tripping out. It's like 52. That's nuts. Like, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
That year, like,
yeah.
okay, like the style back then with
Yeah.
all the James Dean stuff.
Right. They really put a lot of time into making these catalogs. Now they just kind of throw them together, but I think that's what makes them more sought after. Just very cool and vintage looking. So we got a few of them.
There's J.C. Penney.
And
This is a
one's-
little newer though.
Yeah, this is 2005, so this is next year. No, probably in 2 years it will be considered vintage.
Yeah, it looks like most of these are Sears going
Yep,
forward. So
and then-
92.
So this is, yeah, so like I said, it's a 1992, and it is the wish book. So some of these wish books can actually do really well. I think I've seen some of them go for around $80. So I'm not sure how much we'll get on this one. It's not a terribly fat one.
Yeah.
And I think I see one of the pages sticking up here.
Must really wanted that.
Yeah, maybe one of the kids tore it out and be like, this is what I want for Christmas. But
Yeah.
anyways, we'll see how
Straight
much
up.
that goes for.
This is a 1992 one.
Yeah, they're
They sold it for
1992.
$5 back in the day.
Yeah, and another one
very
that's,
thick.
yeah, the other one, and this one looks a little newer, but cool also.
All right, and check this out, guys. The Sears 1953.
Oh, this is my favorite.
This is her favorite time of the day. This is 1953, and the
Yeah.
crazy thing is on the back there's fruitcakes for sale.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's where, man, maybe they're famous all the way back in the 50s.
I know. This is such a cool book. I mean, can you imagine looking at this as a kid?
Yeah.
Like black and white, sepia tone,
Mm-hmm.
like just super cool
Yeah, even the
stuff.
caricatures in there too.
Yeah. So, anyways, not sure the value on that. I think this one should do really well, but you guys will see here in the comps.
Yep.
And then there was just a couple other random things. Like, we'll keep this for our grandkid. And then this is like a picture book, I
it's
guess.
for dollhouses.
Yeah, so
Right
I'm
there.
not sure on this. I'm not sure if this will have any value, but it looks like just like little items that you could buy
Yeah.
for your dollhouse.
Okay, this is Woolworth.
Yeah,
So this is the Woolworth right here.
So this is just probably ephemera. This will be like something you would. It's actually 1948.
Wow.
Yeah, if you guys can see that down on the bottom there, hopefully 1948. It is just like it looks like just the cover of a book.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything with it. I'm not sure if this goes with it or what, but it doesn't obviously have the dollhouse. It's just the paper here.
And this is a School of Nursing 25th anniversary at Indiana State University.
Yeah.
And if your name is,
Nope.
there's a name on here,
Yeah.
we're not going to mention it.
Anyways, this is probably
That
not
was
worth
hers.
anything, but we will look it up to see if there's any value in it. Like I said, some of this stuff's not going to be worth anything, but
Put it back in
you
here.
really honestly just go into it thinking, okay, what is the most valuable thing in here that you're interested in getting? And then everything else can just be, like either donated, and just whatever. It doesn't matter. Like I said, we only paid $5 for this
For the
box.
whole deal here.
Yeah, so
That's
that was our first thing that we ended up getting. So the second thing we ended up picking up, I ended up winning these for $2 for the whole bin. So it is a bin of vintage Christmas lights.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's that word, vintage.
Yep, so
'Cause you're
these are
surprised by that.
actually, yeah. So these are actually, I don't even think these have a brand. They're from Big Lots. Let's see if they have a They don't have any date on it, but as you can see, they're definitely older.
Yeah.
But there's several boxes of those. I think there's like 6 or 7 of those that we'll be lotting up together.
Yeah.
So these are actually called the 50 midget lights, and we've got 2 sets of the larger ones, and then we ended up picking up 4 of the smaller packs, I guess, because this is 50, this is 35.
That's so interesting.
But they're
like,
brand new.
35.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm used to seeing what it was like 100 or
Hundreds
500.
or right. But
Crazy.
back in the day,
Maybe the trees were smaller.
The trees were smaller. But anyways, there's a set of 4 of those little ones, and then we just got some random ones here. And then we've got 1 of these little Everglow, I guess, kind of got this cool little Santa on there.
That's cool.
But they actually, look at the lights.
Oh, they're like petals or
They're
something.
like little flowers.
Yeah.
So those are cool.
Or I should say tulips or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what those are. But anyways, I just couldn't pass up leaving this. I mean, the bin alone is worth $2, right?
Mm.
So you got to kind of go into knowing that once you get what you pay for it, and then everything else is just cake.
Yeah, I was just trying to, like, as you were talking, just see, like, if there was any date. There's no dates, but I know Big Lots probably came aboard around the 90s because it was always pick and save. And then they converted to
the 90s.
Big Lots.
Way before the 90s, because I was born in the 70s.
Yeah, but,
So
like,
it was 80s.
Big Lots was, like...
Oh, Big Lots, not pick and save, right?
Yeah, so they converted into Big Lots in the 90s.
You're
and
right.
it was pick and save in the 80s.
Right.
Or 70s and beyond that.
Yeah.
So, definitely vintage, for sure.
Yeah, definitely
And the
vintage.
box is vintage looking anyway.
Right. So there was a table that had 2 different items on it that I was looking at getting. So I ended up spending $5 on this, which is a Vera Bradley backpack.
Yeah.
Pretty cool print.
Nice.
Super clean inside and out. And I think this one was going for around $50. So $5 into $50.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yes,
all
we
day.
will.
And then this was my favorite.
This is her favorite day. Of the
So
week.
this is the thing that I was eyeing from the very beginning. Actually, our daughter saw a big wreath that she could put up on her.
Yeah, that was the setup of the whole thing.
She could put up on her mantle for Christmas. She's like, if you can get that for, I think she said $20 or less, I will take it. So I actually just barely got over there when they were finishing up that auction in that area, and I actually won it for her for $10. So that was super cool.
Yeah, she was totally stoked.
Yeah. So, but this is what I was eyeing. I saw a stack of stockings. If you guys don't know, it's one of my favorite things to pick up, especially the needlepoint ones. But these looked quality to me.
And what brand are they, babe?
And if you guys have watched me long enough, you know that I love Pottery Barn. So when I saw these and I'm like, oh, I wonder who made them, even though I probably knew who made them, I was like, yes, they're Pottery Barn.
She took a gander on that.
I did. I took a gander.
She loves when I say words like that.
Yes. So anyways, there is a total of 5, and I believe there's just 2 that are duplicates. But there is a set of 5. I'm not sure if we will sell these individually or together. We might end up lotting 4 of them together that are the same, and then selling 1 by themselves. That is the duplicate.
No.
But I saw these were going for around $40 each, and I got this whole stack for $5.
Ooh,
Yeah, that was awesome. I was so excited about getting this.
Yeah.
And,
That's the thing about auctions too. They're more exciting too.
They're just,
I mean, you could like search for the price tag like Goodwill, but it's just something about the auction. It makes it exciting. Like, oh, am I gonna get it? Am I gonna get it?
Yeah, you kind of know going into it like what you're gonna pay for it, and then you just kind of stick to your guns because you can get caught up, and it's kind of like gambling where you just get caught up and like, no, I want to get it.
Yeah, she's pretty good about sticking to her guns. If you want to call it that.
And I didn't have to do much for that. I guess a lot of people weren't interested in the stockings, but I was, so better for us.
Yeah.
And so the last thing that we ended up picking up was this box of sweaters. So actually there's a couple other random things in here, but I went into it wanting to get the sweaters. Now this one's not, truly sought after. It's just a loft sweater, which I'm not sure. We'll probably end up redonating this one.
Okay.
But I saw this one in there, which was,
Wow.
yeah, totally funky.
That's awesome.
Loved it. Definitely vintage.
It's like a cupcake or something.
Yeah. So it's called Stripes by Tomboy, an American tradition.
Tomboy.
So
yeah,
it's,
I don't even know that.
yeah, so it's
name.
acrylic and wool.
Oh,
So
nice.
totally cool.
The way they
Somebody's
used to make those back in the
right,
day.
right. So I loved that
Oh,
one.
that's awesome. Kind of look like Yipe Stripes.
Yipe Stripes.
And a cupcake and Yipe Stripes is my comparison.
Yeah, so Colors by Alexander Julian was this next one.
Wow.
It's not this brand I don't think does terribly well. Does okay, but this sweater was super cool.
You notice about these two sweaters, babe, is look at the bottoms. They kind of tapered
Yeah,
and they hug it.
and that's kind of like when you can notice that they're vintage is when they did stuff like this.
Yeah. 'Cause
Because
now they usually just flow out.
Right,
Yeah.
so that one was cool. And then I think this
Oh,
is just
yeah.
kind of like a Argyle
I like that style.
sweater here by J.C. Penney's.
What size is that?
That's a size large.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure if that will fit you, but I'm not sure how much this is worth. I don't think Argyle is really in right now.
I'm gonna
but
make
we
it
will-
popular again.
Yeah, maybe if you put it on and show it off, you'll make it popular.
Yeah, shout out to what's his name from the Fresh Prince.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, shout out to Carlton Banks.
Yeah.
For all those sweaters.
That's right. He did have
And
those
polos.
funky sweaters.
Yep.
Yep. So, anyways, this is just an H&M,
Yeah.
which probably
It's
redonate
more
that
modern.
one.
Yep.
And I think this is the last of the sweaters that I thought was super cool. Look at
Ooh.
this, guys.
Look at that.
Check that out. It is from Frontline. I've never heard of that brand.
Never heard of Frontline.
It is a size large, but
That's cool looking.
just a cool looking. And like I said, you don't always have to go by brand. You can just go by style. If it's in style, some people are just, they don't care about the brand. They just care about the style.
Right. That's right.
And then there's some random stuff in here.
What you got there?
Redonating that. Definitely be redonating this. Moral fiber. Just some random sweater.
Actually, you know who this reminds me of is Mads.
Yeah,
our daughter.
Maddie. Yeah,
She loves
would.
that color.
Yeah, she would have wore something
Maybe,
like
hey,
that.
some Christmas presents coming to you, Mads. This might
She's
be
like,
one of
don't
them.
do it. Don't do it.
I'll do it.
This is just from Label of Graded Goods. Nothing great. Just some floral cheapy
It's just
sweater.
from a brand called Versace. I don't know what that is.
Right. And just two really
Wow.
cheap non-branded shoes here. So those will be
Yeah.
redonated.
If you're having a gender reveal party, one's blue, one's pink. This
Right?
is for you.
There you go. So that is all that we got in that box, but I believe we got that box for $5. So not too bad. We'll
Yeah.
definitely make our monies back in one of the sweaters.
Right.
And then the other is just pure profit. So I
Yeah.
would say probably 3 of the sweaters out of everything is probably going to make the most for us. So, yep. And sometimes that's just the way it is. But anyways, it was super cool.
Yeah.
Super excited. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our auction adventure. Next time, I promise I will get more footage. I wasn't sure going into it whether we should video.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever use our GoPros there. We're just going to be kind of cautious. Probably not use the GoPro, but they don't have problems using the phone
Yeah, we'll do the phone.
in there. So I'll do a little bit more video next time for you guys. But until next time, until we go to an auction house, see you on the flip side.